All right, I'll be showing you how to become an instructor on the same platform. So what you need to do is let me log out because I'm already logged in already. So what you need to do, you don't need to sign in because when you sign in, you are doing that as a student. What you need to do is come here, come down, and click on Start Teaching. So you want to start teaching, you click on Become Instructor, you enter that's your full name. Now, if you have been a student before you want to become an instructor, you can't use that same mail you have used earlier, and you can't use that same number that you have used. So, your password must be at least 8 digits. So you agree to the terms and privacy policy, which you can also view by clicking this button. So when you register, to bring you to the dashboard, bring you to the dashboard. Now you are in the dashboard. Let me quickly explain some things to you on the dashboard. This is the collapsible. It will collapse this menu, to collapse the menu, the sidebar. So this is where if you want to go to the front end of the website, that's bcloud.saying. So this is where if you want to change language, now you click here to view your profile, and you come view your profile where you can change your password. So you can change your password, you can change your mail, you can change your country, you can change your city, you can set up your full details. So now the next part is this is the notification button where you'll be seeing what's happening as per your account or as per your student. So instructor payout. You need to set the instructor payout to be able to receive payment from us. Now for now you have 0 naira because you already have no cost and you have no earning. So you set your account. So if you have a Paystack account, you can just provide the Paystack mail. But if you have a bank account, which is the best, the bank name, the branch name is not necessary, but you just need to put it. Ikeja, account number, the account holder, your name, type of account, is it saving or current or whatever. Then you update. So now you are set. You are good to go. You already have a setup payment account. Can you see it here now? So let's go to courses. This is where you can manage your course. And for now, we don't have a course. Let's create one. Add a course or quiz. Let's add a course. Let's add a course. Because you can add a course or you can add a quiz without even having a course at all. You can just add a quiz that you want people to be taking. So most especially when it comes to sending out some questionnaires. So you don't necessarily need that. So now you are creating a course. Is it a drip content? Yes or no? What do we mean by drip content? Is the content of the course what you want it to drop sequentially? You want it to drop by date, by a particular date, by a set date. We use this most especially if you are doing free class or you are running a batch program. Batch program in the sense that on June 3rd, you already have a particular program you want them to watch and you only want it to be available on June 3rd and from June 3rd beyond. And you want the second one to be available June 15 and it's still in the same course, you make it a drip content. Otherwise, if it's a course that we are paying for, that will always be online 24/7, you don't need to make it a drip content. What's the title? How to sell any product in 30 minutes. So what's the course requirement? The requirement is you have the data, you have a product, you have an affiliate, you have a form, you don't need to be an affiliate. You take it through. So and so on and so forth. So course description, what is the description of the course? You describe the course, what are the outcomes, what are they going to gain? And input that. The category of the course. Now note, the category of the course might not be here. So before you create that course, you can even put it in any of this category, then you mail the admin to tell the admin that you need to create a category for your own course or for your own field. Otherwise, you just need to categorize it among what has been here. So when you measure it will not take minutes, just few minutes for me to create categories for you. So online is an online course, it's not a face-to-face course, it's not a distance learning course. But if it is, you need to choose if it is distance learning, if it is face-to-face learning. That is, face-to-face learning requires that they have online software, but they still have to come to you because there's something that you will not reveal on the this. But now we are revealing everything online. So select level, is it beginner, intermediate, advanced? So this course is for beginners. Select language, is it Bengali, is it Arabic, is it English, is it Espanol, is it Spanish, and like. So duration in minutes, it will take 3000 minutes. It will take 30 minutes rather. So complete course sequence. Do you want them to follow your course the way you outline it, or you just want them to watch it randomly anyhow they like? The consequence of this is that they will not be able to move to the next course lesson until they watch a previous one if you turn it on. But if you turn it off, they can watch it randomly, they can watch lesson 12 before watching lesson 1, and so on and so forth. But for flexibility, I always like to turn it off. So this course is a free course. If it's a free course, you turn off on this. If it's not, you turn it off. So and you put the price. So this count has discounted price, has a discounted price. That's it. Now, there's a particular formula for calculating the price. So, and it differs from courses and from persons, but there's a generic formula. So, when you mail the admin, you get that formula for calculating your price. Otherwise, there are three factors that will tell you the price of your course apart from the set price. Okay, let's say I'm a course instructor. I want to collect 3,000 naira. So I'm not going to put 3,000 naira as a price. I have to add the price that will be charged from the payment portal. I have to add the price that will be charged, some other prices to make up this price. So don't just use your discretion, mail or so that you can get the exact amount you want to get. So this course has a discounted price. If yes, you turn it on, put it. If no, you leave it that way. So this course have overview video. That is overview video is a video that will show the total intro to that course. So if you have overview video, you select if it's YouTube or if it's self-host. Self-host is if you have it on your laptop. But I will always prefer that you choose YouTube. That is, upload your video on YouTube first, and you create a YouTube channel, and you can even search for how to make my video YouTube videos unlisted. So when you make your YouTube video unlisted, it means that nobody will be able to see it on YouTube except somebody that has the link. So you go through what they are specified here and that. So you know how to get YouTube video URL. So when you get to the video, you are playing the video, you can just what you have here will be the URL, or you can even search that on Google and you paste the URL there. This is the URL there. Alright, so to play the video in that URL, but this is not a video URL, it's a referral URL. I'm just pasting it there. But if it's self-host, you click on self-host and it will ask you to upload it. But if you are uploading a video on this platform, you'll be charged for storage fee. So browse image file, the cost thumbnail, the what we want to appear at the this now. This is the thumbnail. These are the thumbnail for these courses. The thumbnail. So add your own thumbnail. The meta keyword, how do you want it to rank on Google? So you put it. But at description, write the description. This is just for ranking. So you add your course. You added your course, and the next thing is you turn it on once you are done, and off if you don't want anybody to see it in the public. So let me turn it on because I want them to see it at the front end. So courses, I come to action, and I can even come to edit, or you can view the course to see how the course is, or you can add lesson or see how it is at the front end. So those are the things you can do. So look at how it is on the front end. This is how it is on the front end. So whichever, this is where you filled earlier, but there's no challenge. So what I will just click from here is I will click on add lesson because that's what I need to do now, and it will land here. So once I land here, I click on this. I will add chapter first. If my course is the one that has chapters by chapter, and chapter is introduction, this chapter is introduction. So I'll save it. If I want to delete it, I'll delete it. If I want to edit it, I'll edit it. So then, now I want to upload a video on the introduction. I want to put something, a content in the introduction. I'll click on this, add a lesson. Where do I want to add the lesson? I want it to be on introduction because it's only introduction that I have now as one of my chapters. That's why you need to create chapter. Lesson name, what's the lesson name? Welcome. So duration, how many minutes will it take them? Am I self-hosting or you are using YouTube like I've said earlier? So don't lock it, make it unlock so that they can view it at the other end. Describe what they are going to learn in that video here. It's not necessary, you save. So using that method, you can add chapter or you add lesson to a particular chapter or you add quiz to a particular chapter. So when you come here, plus, you will see what you have added. So you see what I have added. I've added welcome to introduction. And if I want to edit something, then maybe something is not right, I will edit it here. I'll click on edit to edit it, and I'll click on view to view how it is. So because there's nothing there, there's nothing there, there's nothing there, it's not a video that can play. It's a link, referral link, like I've said, it would have been showing. Isn't this beautiful design? So right, so you can edit, or you can even delete this introduction, or you can change the title of the introduction to something else by just clicking on that pen button. So you can always do this to add a chapter or add a quiz or add a lesson. See, here we have to edit the chapter name, but we don't need to do that. So you can always click here to add the course, add the chapter, add the lesson, add the quiz. So if you're adding a chapter, what's the name of the chapter? If you're adding a lesson, where are you adding the lesson? Which chapter do you want the lesson to be? If you're adding a quiz, which chapter do you want the quiz to be? And so on and so forth. So let's move on to course details. This is where you tell us all about this. I've explained this earlier, but you are here because maybe you want to edit one or two things that you inputted earlier. So exercise file, what's the exercise file? Maybe you have a particular file that you want to give them and you don't want it to be in the course curriculum, you add it to the exercise file. Certificate. Yes, to get assigned certificate for your course, after you create your course certificate in PNG format, you don't need to include the name. Our artificial intelligence will do that for you. You might not include the course name also, but you can do that. If you don't include the course name, the artificial intelligence will help you write in the course name. So what you need to do is get your certificate in a PNG format, in a high quality PNG format, send it to us, and we are going to upload it for you and assign the certificate to you. And when you come here, you see it as your certificate. So you just save the certificate. But now you do not have an assigned certificate. You save the certificate. Once you save the certificate, the person who let the certificate have your signature and every other thing that you know. But the only thing you don't want it to have is the name. It can have the course, but the implication of it having the course name is that if you write another course, you have to send in another certificate. If you write another course, you need to send in another certificate behind that name. But if you have a company certificate, and what will only change is the certificate name. So we'll do that for you. We'll do that for you. So that's on adding the certificate. So that's on the course part, and there's nothing more to talk about. I wish you a nice experience selling course on Hussein. If you have any problem, you can message us or email us on that, and we'll be glad to help you on whatever problem you have. Thank you very much.